Hi Taurus, welcome to your reading. This is for Aquarius transition, so it is January 23rd to February 19th, so on. I'm still sick. My voice did come back so I can talk, but when I talk it tickles, so I need to cough, so each time I'll just stop the recording, so please forgive me in advance about it. Lastly, I'm introducing something else, which hopefully I'm going to transition into, where you are able to pick your own reading. And this is going to be general for all the signs, but as you know, with general readings, sometimes you get messages, and that's why I always say just check your ascendant and check your moon sign, you get more. Also, in addition to that, I'm going to give you pick your own reading. So at the end of this, you can actually see a link to it where you can actually pick one of, I guess, 4 little kind of like piles and get a little bit more information, which is you have the key which pile you pick. So let's see. Taurus for this transition. Taurus, January 23rd, February 19th. 10 of Earth. Oh my gosh, can it be better? Like, this is you being like cozy in your finding your little box. Fit in the cardboard box. You're going to be the happiest pretty kitty in the world. This is absolutely lovely over here. Oh my goodness, this almost looks like my place, except I don't have that many cats, but I know the system. So 10 of Earth, 10 of Pentacles is about feeling right. And we are going through Aquarius transition. Aquarius is basically fixed sign, just like yours. We are basically bringing structure. All fixed signs are kind of like contributing something different. And we are like, in your case, you're trying to figure out, how do I link with people I leave behind you and people who have brought me to this world? So there is like this family and friend connection, which looks like it's going to be a feature of the month. I really love this card. This is definitely not only good on the paper, but putting things in basically practice. So let's see. 6 of C. Okay, there's going to be memory lane over here. I don't know if you have some family gathering of some sort and you're looking through old family albums. Oh my god, like, I mean, I'm so old. I actually thought family album, who the heck has it these days? We usually have them digitally. In any way, that can really talk about, I mean, swimming down the memory lane, right? It can also talk about connecting with people from the past. Usually this card comes a lot during the Mercury retrograde. So it's kind of like really interesting that this is the emotional component that is really happening over here. And you have a Sky King. It's going to be a conversation with someone. This could be a dude coming in your life, or this dude can be you, that you are approaching somebody and you're kind of like charming them with your words, with your eloquence, with, hey, did you read this book? It's going to be really approach. It's really interesting. This can be a little bit of bookish approach over here, but nonetheless charming, that somebody's going to strike a really, really good chord over there. And then let's see this. Then I see 3 of C. I just finished Aries reading and they also had 3 of C. So I think, yes, we are going through Aquarius transition. Aquarius transition. Aquarius is all about friendships. It's about groups. It's about what works. To you, your favorite group is your family. It's the people you care for, the closest friends, right? To Aquarians, the favorite group is everybody. That's why we are like so scatterbrained. We go in all directions, because even the little baby on the other side of the planet we have never met is our friend, because we feel strongly for them. To some extent, it's going to rub off on you because you got this card. To me, this is the ultimate Aquarian card. Look at that. A sea lion is coming. Hey, can I cuddle with you? Sure, sure, sure. The more the merrier. And this is your foundation. You're going to feel very positively emotional. This, to me, when I see this card, it really tells me that you are in the zone. And when people are in the zone, they have that ability to be that generous. You don't have to think about your bills. You don't have to think about many things. And Sapphie is coming here. Is she going to come and make a presence? Yes. Do you love my Tauruses? Are you Taurus? I know you're not. I know you're not. But you're another fixed sign. You know that? Do you know you're Aquarius? right? Thank you for visiting. So the foundation in the past was Sky Tom. Maybe you have put the feelers out. Maybe you connected with someone. This could be that you're in a phase of still texting and talking. It's a Sky Tom. It's a Knight of it's Knight of Swords. So it is somebody who is rather rapid. Knight of Swords is really, really fast moving, but to a point that, like, I mean, you almost get scared. Maybe it was a relationship. Maybe some development was going too freaking fast for you. You are Earth. Slow and steady wins the race. And when somebody steps on the gas, you are kind of like, I don't know, it's too fast for me. But that someone graduated from Tom to King. So all of a sudden, even though you felt like, no, I am not interested, now it's feeling like, that kind of like fits, that's interesting. Or it could be that was somebody in the past who might pop up again, and now you're going to experience maturity. This also, by the way, can represent you, that you're kind of like getting this eloquence and fairness over here. This also means that you're literally looking the position from the other side, from somebody else's shoes, even though if looking from somebody else's shoes is looking at you and you are seeing what they are seeing. It's actually really mature kind of like place. And look, you have the wheel. It's a karma card. The wheel is always turning. It's going to be positivity. It's going to be something accomplished. You're resolving something. You are getting certain brownie points. Certain things are coming your way. You guys are emotionally engaging. This could also mean at work you're being promoted. Something else is happening. There's celebration with family. I really should stop here, don't you think? Let's just stop the reading here and just say, hey, wonderful month. The fortune is on your side. But that wouldn't be right. Right, Sapphie? Do you love me? No? What is this? What is this? Are you going to get guests? Are you going to get guests? I love you too. But I really want to finish. You see how she knew? She said, okay, let's make a pause. Let's make a point that this is like what Tauruses will be all about. Stopping and smelling the roses. It's going to be, everybody's my friend. These are my family. And I really want to spend time with them. You're going to really make a point of this. You're not going to be rushed this month, right? So let's see what is like imminently ahead of you. And you have a 5 of Sea reversed. Look at the kitty here. There's like a total embarrassment. Oh my freaking god. I ended up in this pond and I'm embarrassed. Well, there's nothing embarrassed about having this like freaking environment in Greece. It is reversed though. So you are getting out of some situation, or maybe something you felt is not a good fit, or you didn't feel good about yourself. I don't know, whatever you have dealt along these lines from the past, it's going to be gone. This is like a complete reversal, guys. And your feelings are 3 of Sky. So guess what? You are almost like working against yourself. Look at those kitties. Oh, it's a crystal. Let's knock it out, right? Oh, it is something. Let's knock it out. Look at all these kind of like broken pieces here that we see. I don't know if this is going to zoom in. 3 of Sky is always talking about broken things, issues. Maybe there are broken things that you really want to repair. Because look at this wind chime is still standing there. There is this arch. There is like a way to go, even though it looks like on both ends there have been words, there have been the issues, right? It kind of felt like, I mean, people were working against you, because look at the vase is falling over here. This vase is just about to fall, and look at this. It's almost like a joy in this. So there has been some kind of like level of destruction, and this can actually connect to the Sky Tome. And for some of you, this would mean that maybe you're going through custodial fight, and that you're going through divorce, or dealing with a child's father or child's mother, and it feels rigid, or it feels wrong, and it feels like, oh my god, like, I mean, no matter what I do, this is not going right. So this is clearly going to be something going to clarify. So actually, let's put this to kind of like clean a little bit. In your environment, you have good kitty. That's a second karma card. So we had the wheel. This is yours. It's positive. But guess what? Somebody is getting what they are deserving. Somebody hasn't been a good kitty. Somebody is being caught in what they are dealing with, what they are doing. And maybe this is like kind of your obsession. Some of you are obsessed with legal things, with justice, with the law, with fairness. And you are like wondering, like, how did I find myself in this situation? All I want is peace and happiness, and kind of like well-being for everybody that I love. So what's going on here? How did I get myself here? And you almost like feel possibly embarrassed. Maybe you felt embarrassed. Maybe that's finally you're saying, oh, wait a minute, it isn't me, it's you. Yeah, it is you. So this is kind of like what it tells me, that somebody is maybe also saying, well, I did all of that, but actually really they didn't. So you're going to have this ability to kind of comprehend that. The hopes and fears is Sea Queen. So again, you do want everything. You want this like big cup of emotion. This is the biggest cup in the entire deck, right? You want it to pour. You want it to kind of like glisten in it, right? You kind of like realize this nourishing. You do fear it might not happen. So there's always like when we go towards somewhere, like we kind of like have that hesitation. I think you are your own worst enemy over here. I really have to tell you this. This is kind of like how it appears. Yeah, guys, just don't be in your own way. Destiny, oh my gosh, look at this. Not only are you getting 10 of Earth. I was just about to say Destiny is on your side, and I pulled this card. Hi, Sapphie. And that's basically all there it is. Like, you are like 10 and 10 and 10 and 10. There's like one cycle is finishing. Maybe you are like romanticizing something and thinking about something, but there's another one that is starting, and it's starting in such a positive way. The outcome, where you're going, it's so nice. So it almost looks like you checked all the boxes, and when all the boxes have been checked, you're saying, alrighty, but I also need to love you. It's really great that you're rich. It's really great that it's supporting. And for some of you, it could be like, how will I do financially, right? Then you're going to kind of like figure it out, that maybe somebody was a burden, or maybe some way of thinking was not the right one. You guys have nothing to worry about. You have somebody coming your way, or you are kind of like gaining a maturity of what needs to be done and how it needs to be done and what is really fair, because I really think you have been dealing with a situation that has been highly unfair, and that somebody was maybe either intruder or, let's say, not helpful over here. So there are like just few things that I need to check over here, and I said it's going to be under 15 minutes. Yep, look at that. Foe and death. Yes, the death of a foe. Well, they might not necessarily die, but they'll be dead to you. And it could be also that you have been dealing with somebody who has been, I'm sorry to say, a cheater or a flirter, and like these people who kind of like, well, no, I didn't look, and like you have to have these discussions with pretty much like, I mean, what is normal behavior. And you're kind of like tired of this, and maybe somebody made you feel inadequate. You're Taurus. This beauty and visage is extremely important for you, and it could be like that you kind of like just, you know, didn't feel supported. So this card is being clarified: melancholy, money, and joyfulness. Did they not tell you? You are freaking in your own way. So yeah, there are like some kind of like worries about money. And to me, this card is also about secrets, because look at, we do have some money and lots of it, and this is music to your ears. But maybe there's also trepidation about it, how to do it, what kind of like to go about it. Like you will have parts of your month, especially early in February, where you will really worry. And you will worry even if you have lots of padding. But you see these books over here that are in the safe? that is right now open, we still don't know what is in those books. What are they? Are they secrets? Are they something that needs to be worked on? Are these like business ideas? Are those people that you need to contact? Because look at that. You need to act on it, because it's going to be something really, really joyful. I really like this card, joyfulness, especially because this is 3 and this is 3. So I was kind of wondering, why did I get this card over here? Why is this turning up when everything else is signifying good news? It is because you're a little bit in your own way. Some of you probably have anxiety, which means you're kind of like thinking about the situation that can go wrong, so which means you are a little kind of like be self-protective. But here this is really signaling me that, you know, there are going to be gifts of destiny, and they'll be great, and they'll be they can be great, but they can be small. Nonetheless, they're gifts. Just accept them with gratitude, kind of like. That's very, very important, right? So no matter if you are listening to this reading and you have this cloud over you, this is signaling a period of joy and happiness. So your wishes will be satisfied, and you know, it's going to be a really favorable time. Like, no matter where it is, work, home, relationships, investment, things are going to come to you. If you're battling with someone financially, legally, or just in a relationship with thing, they're going to be exposed for who they are. Whether or not that you're going to know and you'll be able to make a decision, or you're going to say, look, I know what I'm bringing to this relationship. I'm bringing this like big cup of love, and if you are going to be this harsh because look, they're contrasting, like, I mean, they're mirroring each other over here. It's very kind of like childish, or somebody who thinks this is a very macho card to me. Well, I know, and my opinion must be right. It's a big ego driven card, which kind of like this ego steps aside over here with understanding, okay, the process is more important to me than how great I'm going to feel about it. So you're getting rid of this nonsense over here. You are not allowing this to penetrate into your life. You're protecting yourself and the close ones and the family. And if you have been dealing, let's say, with heartbreak or divorce or with a third party, you're going to come on top. And this is going to come within this transition, this period. So guys, hopefully this was beneficial. Do not forget that now the next I'm going to put on the end screen, that you can also go and get the second part, which is kind of like you will pick your own reading to kind of get more information about this. And also, if you want a reading with me, please contact me via cattarot.ca, and you can find me there. Your comments are appreciated. Touch it up, of course. I did hit the camera, which doesn't have anything to do with my pneumonia. Sapphie is still here. Right, Sapphie girl? Right, Sapphie girl? And you guys know that I love you. Would love to know and hear from you what's going on. All the best.